What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back another video on the channel. And today, it's a real low-key meal. You saw we ate out 3 days in a row, so usually with that, I try to get a little bit of a reset. So we made ourselves just a quick Chipotle pork burrito bowl, which I forgot the cheese, and I wasn't about to throw cheese on the top and ruin the whole thing. So there's no cheese, but that's okay. We move. Let me take you through the process real quick. Super easy. We'll start with our pork chops. First thing we did, we got some Chipotles in adobo sauce that comes in a can. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. We just dropped that in our food processor, which is just a handheld blender, along with some garlic, a little bit of water, and a little bit more seasoning. Elote seasoning I also threw in there as well, and we blended that up until it gets nice and whatever the hell blended looks like. We threw that inside of our Ziploc bag and added our pork chops, marinated that. I think I did it for about 2 hours, which is like a record for me. I never, ever marinate things for that long. After that, we popped that into the air fryer and we threw that on for 375 for about 15 minutes. And then we flipped it over and did another 15 minutes. Rice is just your basmati rice. We made sure we steamed that off. I added a little bit of cilantro and lime when it was done, as well as the cauliflower and some more elote seasoning. And then we just put that on the bottom, threw the pork on top. We threw the salsa on the top of that. And I ain't had no sour cream because I thought I did and I didn't, so I have ranch. It's Skinny Girl ranch, which is why it looks like that weird color. Forgot the cheese too. It's been a real long day. You know everything's a long day for me as usual. It's about 2:48. Daylight savings time is messing with my brain, but that is okay. We move. I also found this on the way home. I stopped at 7-Eleven, and I wasn't going to get anything, but I love Fruity Pebbles, and when I saw this, it's fruity. They can't call it Fruity Pebbles. Crispy Rice Treat Bar. Licensing, man. Fruity Pebbles got everybody on lock. They can't use nothing. So many things use Fruity Pebbles and they can't say the word, so it'll say like Fruity Crisp, Fruity something, Fruit cereal, or whatever. I've only seen the syrup and like some pancake mix that can actually use the name, unless it's made actually by the cereal company that makes Fruity Pebbles. But that is what we got here with our burrito bowl, which I'm holding with my pinky, which is why it's shaking like crazy. And this, in a thumbnail. Nah, I ain't making that face on there. How about this one? Nah, I ain't doing that either. I can't do these thumbnails, bro. It is what it is. Anyway, let me get into this. My real ones, if you want, you can bookmark that. Y'all are so good with that kind of stuff because every time I'm like, yo, I'm gonna remember this time. I never do. And then somebody writes it and then I pin it. I'm like, man, y'all got my back. But reset meal, just gotta have something real quick. Not a crazy big meal today. And that's the drool already. That's the drool already. Come here. It always looks better on my side. I'm not flipping it around either. There we go. It looked like funny. It is what it is. It'll be good though. It'll be good. Sometimes the best things in life are just these simple ass meals. Truth be told, I was gonna do another review today, like with fast food, but 3 was pushing it for me in a row. I can't have 3 fast food meals and then 4 in a row. And not because of like, you know, I don't like the way I feel after eating that much fast food. After a while, I get tired of eating it. You know, it's really just that. I can always manage it. But as much as I enjoy Burger King and McDonald's and all that stuff, but I can't eat it every day. I don't know how some people do it. Y'all better than me. You see I got no beard. Every time I shave my beard, I'm like, somebody gonna point out the fact that I don't have a beard. Because every time I keep it, people are always like, man, I love the beard, keep the beard, keep the beard. I can't. I was feeling so dirty. I feel like beards are the equivalent of like what men think makeup is for women. I don't think so, but a lot of like people think like, you know, so-and-so only looks good with makeup, etc. I feel like some men only look good with beards. And maybe that's why y'all like it, because it hides like my ugly face. It just makes it, you can't see as much. I don't have like a crazy long beard though, so I don't get it. You know? Is that how women feel? I'm being honest. I don't really know, you know? I know that a lot of men will say things like, you know, you look better without makeup or something like that. And some women, it's kind of like, don't like that. I don't really, you know, I'm a guy, so like, I don't get it. I'm not saying this to be like in any way like rude, but what is like, okay, if I tell you, which I don't say this because truthfully, if I like you, like I don't give a shit what you put on your face or don't. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Whatever makes you feel good. Like if you like wearing makeup, then wear it. If you don't, then don't. Like I don't care. But I'll be lurking. You know, I just listen to people, like people watching. Sometimes I hear dudes say things like, "Oh yeah, you know, I like you better without makeup," and then one be like, "I like wearing it." Like they get mad, which I guess I kind of get because when people say they like me better with a beard, I'm like, I don't want it. Like leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I always say this though, ladies, and I mean this. I'm only one person. I can't speak on behalf of anyone besides myself. But I don't care. Either way. Like, if I like you, I don't care. Like, whatever. And I mean anything across the board. Because it supersedes anything for me. And I sincerely mean that. Like, I've dated women before and they're like, you know, I'm gonna like do this to my hair. Like, I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm gonna cut my hair. And they was like, what do you think? I'm like, listen, baby, I don't like shave it. I don't care. You can shave your head, bro. Like, I don't care. Don't bother me. And personally, I feel like if you're dating somebody who cares about that kind of stuff, I guess to a certain extent, there are some things like if you're dating a guy and he's like, listen, I'm not showering anymore, like that's different. I feel you. But cosmetic stuff, you gain 10 pounds, you lose 10 pounds, like, I don't care. Whatever makes you feel confident, I'm with it. That's how I feel. Like, I would never want to change anything physically about somebody that I cared about. I would just want them to feel good. Like, if you feel good about whatever, like, I'm with it. I'm with it all. And I'm no dating expert, but I don't think you should ever date somebody, and fellas, you too, that says they like you better or wants you to do something for them. You know what I'm saying? They're allowed to have a preference, you know. Like, some women prefer clean-shaven guys, some women prefer guys with beards. And the same thing goes with, like, body hair. You know, some women don't like guys with, like, taco meat, well, as mine. Like, if I grow my chest hair, it looked like taco meat. Like Old El Paso. Because, you know, I'm, like, that's curly, I'm black. So, like, taco meat. You know. And some women prefer men with the taco meat, and some women do without. Prefer is one thing, but I always feel like if you like somebody, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I can't stand having long hair anywhere. Stop. I'm talking about, like, my whole life, I've never worn my hair long. Like, I know people, you might, like, I'm talking even like a fro. Nothing. I remember one time I tried to grow my hair out. I think I was like 17, 18, somewhere around there. And it got like this long. And I was like, yo, I can't do this. I cut it off. Gone. Like, it's just not for me. Same thing with facial hair. I've tried to grow a beard like 5 times. A year. I cut it off every time. I'm just, it's not for me. And it's probably like, chest, I can't do chest hair now either. I can't do it. You know? I know there's some, and personally, like, you know, I don't care what you prefer because you're not, like, here to look at my, you know, but I know some women, like, well, you know, that's, like, men have hair. Like, they do. Women have hair, too. It's preference, bro. And it's mine, so I don't really care. Either way. But especially the one thing I really don't get, though, like the weight gain thing. I've seen it either way. I've seen women be like, I don't, you know, he's gaining weight, I don't like him anymore. I work in the fitness industry, so I've seen it from every angle. I've had married men come in and be like, my wife told me I need to lose weight. And they weren't even, like, heavy. Like, they had, like, the dad bod thing going, like, they probably got a little older, you got kids, you just stop working out as much, so they probably gained, like, 10 pounds, but they were usually in pretty decent shape. I didn't think it was big. I just, like, my wife said, I need to lose weight. And I definitely have women come in like that. In fact, if you look back to, like, one of my first videos I ever did on YouTube, I got triggered one time because a dude told his girl that, like, he called her over. I don't want to, like, say he called her, like, more or less he called her overweight, And she came in basically, like, really sad, telling her saying she needs to lose weight, or she thinks that, like the dude was going to leave her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it triggered me. So I came home and I turned the camera on. Like, I didn't even think I was going to post it. And this was back, like, I had, like, 3 subscribers on YouTube back then. Like, I'm not joking. But I just, like, I need to put this out there just in case somebody needs to hear it. So I'm yelling for, like, 20 straight minutes. It's demonetized. I cursed the whole time. Like, but I was triggered, and I see that story too much, Like, for me, I just never understood that. And I never got, first of all, this dude outkicked his coverage, and I think that's why he did it. Outkicking your coverage is like a term. It comes from football, but it literally means like she was out of his league. She was the only one who didn't see it. All her friends, everybody else, I don't know why she wouldn't. He was kind of a cornball. But that's cornball dude type of shit. Excuse my language, sorry mom. But, I get we live in an era that, like, everybody's kind of self-conscious. There's all this social media stuff, all the editing people do with their pictures, and, not realizing that people, men and women, have things that people see as imperfection because they don't see it in famous people, Insta models, for celebrities, so on, Women, like, it's the clear and cut one, like, there's the cellulite, the stretch marks, like, like the fact that when you sit down or anything, like, people have rolls and shit, like, that's normal. Cellulite, stretch marks, like, that's normal. And any guy who ever says anything to a woman about stuff like that, like, odds are you've probably never seen a woman before. Like, you probably only watched erotic cinema and don't realize that's edited too, though. But so you don't really know what you're talking about, So they feel the need to project that and start talking to women like, oh, you need to go to the gym or something like that. I'm gonna tell you this, ladies, 99% of the dudes that say that kind of stuff, they ain't getting no women. They don't have a woman. They don't have women. Women, they have their hand. And there's a lot of dudes out there that feel behooved, that's a nice word, right? That the only way they can get your attention is to insult you. Because you couldn't get it being a person. So they project that, they get mad, and they try to insult you because at least it gets a reaction out of you, and they feel like they won. It's the only reason they do it. And I'm not saying to ignore it, because I know it still hurts, because we're all human. We all have emotions and feelings, and even people that act like they don't. So I just want you to keep that perspective. I talk about trolls and stuff like that all the time, but trolling comes from, like, unhappiness, and that includes that shit that guys do. Women aren't as bad as men when it comes to that, and I'll be the first to admit it. Women do say stuff about men, yeah. But usually it's in retaliation, Like, dudes will just, like, feel the need, like, if they see a woman on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, they see you feeling good, they see you smiling, happy, they feel the need, they gotta try to say something. It's small pee-pee energy. I do see women that do it, but it's nowhere near as much. That happens, though. And ladies, keeping it a full stack, if you're one of the people that do insult men, again, not in retaliation. Like, if somebody says something to you, have at it. Not different. I'm just talking about, like, seeing a random dude on the internet. It doesn't happen much, but if you happen to be that small percentage of women that do it, don't do that either. It ain't cool. You know, I'm gonna be honest, and a lot of men don't like to talk about stuff like this, but there are a lot of insecure ass men out there, and a lot of them seem to project, but some of them don't. Some men mind their own business, but they still have insecurities, because they do. And it could be anything. It could be their height. That's a big one, you know? I hear it all the time. I see it all the time. You on the internet, you know, women are like, oh, I don't want to talk to a guy unless he's under 6 foot. I'm like, I don't know where they got that number from. No. Again, I'm not talking about myself. I'm 6'1", but the majority of men are not 6 foot and above. They're a small ass percentage. So, if a dude is 5'7", 5'5", and I'm not talking about the rude ass short kings. No, I'm talking about just, you know, good dude. And he sees insulting people about something like that, like he's gonna get self-conscious about it too, because he can't help how tall he is. That's a huge one, you know? Like, I'm not saying you can't have a preference and say I prefer tall men, but at the same time, like, there's some good people that are not tall. You know what I mean? Like, and even if it is a preference, I hope that tall is not the first thing that comes out of your mouth when what you're looking for in a guy. It is for some people, you know? Some people, the first thing coming out of their mouth is like rich, tall, you know? That's another one too. Money. Listen, shit, I'm fucking broke. I've seen TikToks where women talk about a dude better be making $400,000 a year. There's like 3% of the country, the world, that makes $400K a year. Like, people in the NFL don't make 300. I'm not even joking. Not everybody in the NFL makes $400K a year. But that's a lot. 100K a year is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's not peanuts. So, again, I'm not talking about somebody who literally sits at home and plays video games all day and doesn't have a job, but a dude out there who works a 9 to 5 and makes a good living for himself, like, I'm gonna tell you this much too. Those are the kind of dudes. I'm talking about the 9 to 5, the dude that gets up, punch the clock every day, work his ass off till the clock runs. Those are the kind of dudes that will give you more money than the rich guy. I'm keeping it in stack, man. Those are the kind of dudes that they might only have extra, you know, $100. But you're going to see every bit of that $100 they got. And you get the rich dude who got an extra 100,000 and don't give you shit. Or it comes with stipulations. You know? So, I feel like a lot of times people are like, you know, I can't find a decent person out there, which is probably true. Most people suck. But I feel like you might not be giving the right people a chance. And I don't mean go for every, you know, no. I'm saying it shouldn't be the first thing you look for, you know? Because I'll put it like this. Say it was me and somebody else standing next to each other, and I had $20 in my pocket, and that dude had 100. And he didn't give you anything, but I gave you $20. I only had $20. I had no money, but I would give you everything I had instead of a small percentage of what you get what I'm saying? You know? And I feel like sometimes people may not see that. Another one big with dudes? Hair. People lose hair. I'm not saying that it has to be like, oh wow, you know, he got a U hair. You know, that's hot. But these are things that people can't help. Not everybody look good with a shaved head. You know? But that's a part of life. That's normal. That's, and I wouldn't even say it's called getting old because I know people that will go and bald in their early 20s, bro. There's nothing wrong with it. But a lot of men feel insecure about stuff like that because they see stuff all the time. And they don't realize, I know personally, and I'm not talking about rich people, them too, but I know personally, regular dudes that got their hair done. When I'm saying like the hairline surgery, I used to have a client that's what he did for a living. He did the hairline, like he did the transplant. He would point it out to me in the gym. Yeah, he got transplant. I was like, how? You can see the donor area. He point all this shit. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I get it because that's considered like masculine, but people go bald, man. When you get older, you get crow's feet and wrinkles and shit starts sagging. I remember when I was 20, right? I was in the gym. I had just gone from college. I went to the gym. And you know how you go to the gym and like the senior citizen type dudes, like they don't care. I don't know how it is in the women's locker room, but in the men's locker room, like the senior citizen, like once you hit like 60, you don't even care. You walk around the locker room just swinging. You don't even matter. Like high school kids, like they don't, nah. Like, but like, senior citizens, they don't, what the hell they care about? They don't live their whole life, probably got grandkids, kids in college, their grandkids in college. They don't care. So, I had just finished getting out of the sauna, and I hopped out the shower. This was like in the afternoon, so there was a lot of senior citizens there. And there was also like high school kids just getting out of school, coming to the gym. So, the senior citizen guy was sitting down, he had the towel on the bench, and he was just swinging. Personally, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm minding my business. I'm looking off in the distance. But he heard it, and I started to hear these younger kids started, like, giggling at him. They were saying things. They were like, saggy, but, like, you could hear it. Like, talking amongst them. So, senior citizen dude gets up. He walks towards him. Still swinging. My man said, he walked up to me, he said, you know what? It's called gravity. And it's coming for you, too. I aspire to be that when I get older. But he was right. I don't care who you are. A 60-year-old was once 20. Like, and look at anybody who is a senior citizen. A senior citizen, what, 65 and older, right? They were once children. They were once adults. They were once teenagers. Time comes for us all. And when you get to that point, you don't care. You done had a wife for like 30 years. You've been same woman. You get, stuff. You done had plenty of these kids ain't probably never seen no stuff. So when he said that, I just started laughing. I was laughing hysterically. But my man was right. Everybody. And I think just in this country especially, because we're so absorbed with our appearance, people are scared of getting old because you see all these celebrities and, this isn't disrespect to them because, it's their job and they look at it as like they've got to get movie roles, etc. But how many celebrities have you seen that go under the knife of some sort? And the ones that you might not even realize they probably have too. Facelifts and all kinds of stuff. So they age well, even though it might not be natural. You see people now that are 60 that look like they're 30. So I think as normal people, we're not celebrities. We see that and we're like, oh man, like I have crow's feet or something. And like, everybody gets crow's feet. And I'm going to welcome my damn crow's feet when they come because you know what? That means I'm still alive. Here, we're so afraid of getting old. And I just look at it like, I'm not dead yet. Like, I'm sure everybody here has people who are no longer with us. And like, if you're still here, breathing, healthy, I think that's more important. Control the things you can control. Try to, I'm not saying you got to be like me and work out like a psycho every day, but like, control that. Like, take care of your lungs, take care of your joints, take care of all that stuff. So when you get old, you can still play with your grandkids and stuff like that. But as far as like the visible aging signs and stuff, like, let that ride. If you got the means you want to do it, get surgery. But like, my thing is just don't shame people for stuff like that, especially their weight. Like, not everybody is a size 2. I'll never be a skinny dude. Like I know that people, oh, he's in such shape, but yo, like the scale for me, all right, we're going pounds here, has been at a 2, as in 200 plus since I was 13, bro. That's not a joke. When I was 13 years old, I hit 200 pounds for the first time. I was a freshman in high school. I'm old, young, like I skipped grades, so I'm young. But by the time I was sophomore, I was 220 pounds, like 5'8", 5'9", a little bowling ball. I kind of grew into it, and then I got fat again, and I grew into it, and I got fat again, and I went to college, and I got kind of big, and then I got really big when I left college because I got fat again, you know, but I'll never be that, but just be the best version of you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me try these damn Rice Krispie treats. I'm over here always inspirational ass talks. Shut up. Just eat the Rice Krispie. Anyway, here we go. We got the fruity crispy rice treat bar. Get out of here, bro. I'm trying to make me look like I'm going to be cleaning that. We going to clean that up after. Here, just, huh? Did that stay on the table? Yes, it did. I don't feel like backing it. But anyway, it's a crispy rice treat bar. Fruity crispy rice treat bar. I can't say that. It's Fruity Pebbles, all right? Fruity Pebbles, if you don't know, is my favorite cereal. That's number 1. Preceded by Cinnamon Toast Crunch, as well as Reese's Puffs, and Peanut Butter Crunch is my 4th. But when I saw this, I just hoped that it was good, because Fruity... Oh, it smells like Fruity Pebbles. Yes, it does. Fruity Pebbles is my favorite, and I just hoped it would be good. Look at this thing. 7-Eleven, bro, the snack game here, it'd be crazy. Look at this. This is a brick. This costs $1, bro. $1 brick of Fruity Pebbles cereal, 260 calories. Oh, yeah. Right? What are we saying? I think this might be a W. Let's go. Who made this? This is better. I'm not even joking. This thing smacks. This is better than like the Kellogg's Rice Krispie treat bars, I swear to you. It's still soft, look. Like, some of them you get me like a brick. Not this one. This is soft. Good amount of marshmallow. Good amount of Rice Krispies. But even more, good amount of Fruity Pebble. The Fruity Pebble ratio is super on point. This, my friends, I ain't gonna lie to you. I bought 3 of them. Including this 260 calorie bar. This is how fat I am. I did this all in my head already. I've only spent 2,400 calories in my day, which includes my shake and my meal. I still got about 600 calories. And I got 2 more of these. You better believe I'm eating these. This is better than the Kellogg's one. 7-Eleven is one of the most slept-on snackeries. There is. If you live near 7-Eleven and you don't get like the poverty Oreos or the donuts, not the ones in the, no, not that. I'm talking about the packaged ones. Or the pies, the thicky pies, you're sleeping. I happen to really love these. I'm about to go back tomorrow. So, you're going to trust my reviews. Ain't no fiber in this whatsoever. Just 25 grams of sugar. Yeah. But if you don't go get them, look at that. I will. This is a W. W, go get it. Man. This now. We like these. I ain't none of this rocking like this. I'm so glad I got this. This is why you gotta pick stuff, man. Just go get it. Worry about the consequence of dollars. Like, did you lose your ticket L, like $1 L? But the W is where it's at. 7-Eleven, bro. Golden. I'm telling you. Anyway. Damn, man, that's good. That's a W. Like, out of 10, I get like a 9.5. I'm not joking. I love that. Fruity Pebbles are my thing, though. If you don't like Fruity Pebbles, don't get that. But Yeah, I should have microwaved it. I'm thinking all over the place. Anyway, not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but either way, there will be content. I love y'all, man. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. More content. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.